Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Road to Oklahoma City 2016. Well, I have to say, this week has kind of been busy, but really exciting actually, and getting back to painting as I said I would last week has really been a pleasure. I've really enjoyed it. I was a little bit hesitant at first. I thought, I haven't painted for months, and am I going to be able to get back into it and do as good a job? And although in places I need to touch up a few little bits, I think I'm actually I'm pretty happy with what I've done. So I'll show you that shortly as an update. But before we get to that, I wanted to give you some exciting news of something that arrived this week, and that is my civilian figures from Footsore Miniatures. I have 30 figures split up into basically 15 urban characters and 15 rural characters, and what I will do is I will be doing a review this week of them, basically like an unboxing review, and I'll talk in detail about them and show you the figures, and then in subsequent well, updates on here, but also reviews. I'm also going to review them painted up and talk about them there. So two Footsore Miniature 1930/40 civilian reviews coming, plus also I'll be doing them as some updates. So look forward to that. So this week I pledged to paint some British units. And I got started on it, and I haven't quite finished. I've got the weapons left to do, and then I've got to put the inks on it, and then do the bases. So I'm pretty much finished, except for I haven't quite finished. So this week got busier than I was expected, but next week, or this week coming, I'm certainly looking that the week's going to be a little bit quieter. We've got the Bluegrass Festival, the International Bluegrass Festival, at the end of the week, so I think that's Wednesday, Thursday nights out. Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be gone as well. But I'm hoping that earlier in the week, work being a little bit lighter, I should be able to crack on and get a lot done. I'm hoping Wednesday actually to have almost a full day of painting, so fingers crossed on that. So yeah, so that's so that's kind of where I'm planning to go, or certainly how I'm planning to finish off those and get this week's done. I have decided that this week I am going to do another pledge to get some painting done. I'm definitely going to get my light mortar section. Oh, you can't see those. My light mortar section. Here's the loader. Get a fairly good look at him, and then the actual, I guess, weapon handler himself. So I'm going to get those two figures done. They should be good to paint. And then I've got a squad of, well, basically, then the only figures left for my British Expeditionary Force that haven't been painted yet is my section, and because I've already done the Bren Gunner and his loader, then that actually means that I only have 8 figures left. So as I've painted 8 this week, I think I can stretch myself to 10 figures. So my plan is that I will do the last of the section, the 8 men of the section, and the light mortar from this week, and that should get me all my British Expeditionary Force figures that I've got so far done. I am planning on top of this to have another section. I'm also planning to have I think 2 Bedford trucks, maybe, certainly a Morris CS9, which is like an armoured car. I'm not sure I've got anything else planned for them, so that might be it in terms of them. So I'm actually getting along the way very quickly to getting my my British done. I do think I shouldn't have too much problems with the French either, getting them done. It is the Germans I'm going to struggle with. They are slower to paint, primarily because the early war Germans, that the trousers and the tunic are actually different colours, and as you can hopefully see there, there's a lot of different webbing on them, lots of various different things that you have to paint in various different colours, and so they take longer to do. They're also not tedious to do. I could do them fairly quickly to a relatively decent standard, but they are also psychologically, for me, for some reason, I just don't like painting Germans, even though I love playing Germans. So certainly wearing my British uniforms just at one paint. So I still have a lot of them to do, and I will need to start pledging them and knocking those off. But I think I'm going to do another week of painting, and then I will go back to some train, and then I'll come back and do some more painting, and probably my French next. Possibly French. Maybe I might throw some Germans in there, but I think I'm going to get the French done first. So anyway, so that's the plan as to what I'm going to do. I just want to say very quickly that when I was painting this week, I decided that actually it would be a good idea to make a tutorial of my painting. Now, it's not an expert's tutorial by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a tutorial from an average wargamer, kind of telling it as I see it and as I do it. And it got me thinking, wouldn't it be great for those that are getting into bolt action to have a series that they could watch to find out the basics and to kind of learn how to go about it. So I've created a series which the first episode is going to be released out on Tuesday of this week, called Bolt Action Basics, or BAB for short. The first one is going to be this Tuesday, as I said, and it's going to be looking at what you need to have to play bolt action, and then we'll move on and we'll look at bases and what sort of size bases you might want to put your figures on, and then we'll go into some painting tutorials and then some basing tutorials. We'll probably throw in some tutorials about putting an army together, about sort of what makes up an army or a force, and go from there. So if you've got any comments or suggestions for that series, maybe you are in fact a new wargamer or new to bolt action, and maybe you've got some questions you'd like answered in a video, then please comment on this video, and I will use that material to drive forward the bolt action basics series, which I'm really excited about, and I'm really enjoying sort of kind of getting back into that. So yeah, looking forward to that. Well, so I've been telling you plenty about what I painted this week. I think it's time to show you. So let's go cameras down. We'll do a close-up in my new Minis close-up box. So here we go. Let's check that out. Okay, guys. So we have, first of all, my machine gun team. Now, I apologise once again for not having it completely finished. I do need to finish off the belt, ammunition, and the ammunition boxes on the various figures, and the machine gunner himself. Let me just spin him that way there. The machine gun needs finishing off as well, and obviously the bases. But on the whole, I've got all the webbing and the uniform and the flesh and the helmets done. So I'm rather pleased about that. So that's my machine gun team, and next we'll check out my anti-tank rifle team. Okay, so here's my anti-tank rifle team. Again, rifle which shouldn't take very long, really just needs some sort of metallic colour on it, and actually the spotter just needs his binoculars doing, and their bases doing, and then they're done. So yeah, very close with these two. I'm really pleased about that. You might even just be able to spot the spotter there. He's got his white mug on the back of his pack, ready for a brew once they've eliminated the German Panzer, or at least that's the hope. So that's the anti-tank rifle. Let's move on to my Bren team. Okay, guys, so here's the Bren team. Once again, just the Bren itself needs finishing off there, and his loader, who again just needs a little bit of work on his rifle, and the magazine he's pulling out of his ammo pouch. And then he's done, and the man with the rifle, who I believe should be with the command team, also just needs a little bit more metal work done on his rifle, and then he is done as well, and obviously the basing. So really pleased with these guys, these chaps this week. Really enjoyed painting them, and very excited for the next lot. So that's the figures. Let's head back to the chair. Okay guys, so that's those are the figures. Really excited about them, and we'll hope to aim to get those finished off tomorrow. Shouldn't take very long, or maybe another 10-15 minutes or so. Should manage to get all those done, maybe half an hour at a push. Depends sort of how much I'm concentrating and how quickly I'm trying to get it done. But yeah, really pleased with those, and really enjoyed getting back into them. And once I've got those done, then I can stick these on these other ones on the pot, and get those finished up or sprayed, and then get them done. So yeah, really pleased with them. Love the figures. They're absolutely great, and really kind of excited. I only just realised maybe just before I started shooting this video that actually how close I was to getting my British Force done, which, you know, considering I was kind of expecting that painting would take weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and months. Actually, to have a force nearly finished at this stage is pretty good going. So as I said, I wish my plan is to add another 10-man squad or section to the British, and I'll have to put that order in maybe in a month or two's time. So yeah, so I'll have those, and then I've got vehicles, and vehicles will sort of have to be purchased kind of when I can afford it. The problem is that my forces, the French, I believe, are actually, I've got everything that I need for the French. The Belgians is a whole complete force that I need. And unfortunately they're all metal rather than plastic, so they're going to cost that little bit more. So I've got to think about that, how I'm going to do that. And the Germans require some vehicles as well, and they've got 2 platoons. So although I have got 1 Panzer II, I need another, and then I need some staff cars, and I need some transports, and there's lots that I need for that. So luckily I have all the inventory though. And this week, actually, speaking to Andy Singleton, who was talking to me about the new plastic Fallschirmjäger from Warlord Games, was telling me that basically out of the 30 figures you get, 15 are early war Fallschirmjäger, and 15 are late war. And that kind of excited me to the prospect of what if I got 2 boxes, so I had 30 Fallschirmjäger to add to the Germans as a kind of start on the table force, and out of that I would probably have 2 10-man sections, or maybe 3 6 to 7-man sections, and then throw a command team and maybe a support team in there as well with them, or something like that. And I thought that would be quite an interesting addition. So I've got to sit down and work out the points, and which I'll talk to you in later videos about. But sit down and work out the points, and then decide what I'm going to go for. So yeah, lots to consider. But anyway, so this week I'm going to be painting more British. Tuesday, and we've got the first of the Bolt Action Basics videos coming out. Thursday there will be my unboxing review of the Footsore Miniatures 1930s and 1940s civilians, and yeah, that's what we've got lined up for this week, which is pretty exciting. I can't wait. So if you like this video, if you found it helpful, if you want to watch more, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. It's great to get your feedback and know that you guys are interested in what I'm doing, so that it kind of gives me a point to keep doing this. Obviously with the updates, it gives me purpose. It drives me on to get the project finished in time. But with all the other videos, you know, it's good to hear your feedback to see whether what I'm doing is good or whether I need to tweak it. So, as I say, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next week.